Hey everybody, it's Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft on the Farside server. Did I just punch out that window? No, I didn't. That's good. I am here in the Hobbit hole, starting out this episode today. Done a bunch of interior decorating in here. Nothing really super exciting, so I've just been doing it off camera as kind of a fun thing to do. So we're kind of in the library here. In the movie, like in Bag End or whatever, I feel like Bilbo was sitting in a room just off the entryway like this, writing his book or something. So I've kind of put the little library room in here. Got a chest for enchanted books and a chest for unenchanted books here. A little enchantment table in case I want to put little low-level enchants on things there. Got a bunch of bookshelves, some paintings on the wall. Somebody, one of the Farsiders, stopped by in one of their videos and they commented on how Hobbit holes are usually much more homey, and I hadn't gotten around to doing any interior decoration yet. So I got a bunch of books up now and some paintings. Got a big table here in my dining room. I'm going to be putting a fireplace over on this wall here, but we'll get to that at some point. My kitchen's all set up. I'm using item frames out here because I'm kind of on this edge of spawn. I don't think I'm going to really kill anybody's frame rates out here, so I'm using them. I want them, and I'm going to use them. I've got enchanting, water to fill up bottles, all my furnaces, things like that. I've got cooked food in here, fuel, stuff for enchanting. Come in here. Fluffy's got a little picture now. Really just pictures, paintings all over the walls in here, make it feel a little more homey. Got some rugs on the ground. Storage rooms coming along nicely. Got some stuff all organized now. Still doing a little bit of organization, but on some of these chests doing okay. Enter chest here in the ground. Yep. This room, just growing some nether wart. Because I only had like one, so I'm stocking up. Haven't really decided exactly what that room's going to look like yet. We may do that one together at some point. But yeah, so the house is looking good, if I do say so myself. It's the middle of the night here. I'm on with Sanny right now. She's off recording herself. She just got back, she didn't get back from anywhere. She was visiting with Kaniva, her boyfriend, and I have to turn down these weather sounds. And so neither of them really got to do much recording recently. There we go. I can see the rain, don't really need to hear it. But yeah, so we're going to jump on my horse here. Got a nice little horse. Going to call her Myrtle, I think. But we're going to ride on over here because today we're going to be doing a little bit more community involvement stuff. The house is essentially done. The shop is done. Although I was talking to Cluster earlier, and I think I'm definitely going to mess with the prices in here. And I was thinking about doing that anyway, but he gave me a little bit of guidance on where he thinks, like, some things that he would pay certain prices for or whatever. So that gives me a good starting point. Off camera, I also put in a bunch of roads. So Annabelle had built, before she left, she built a road around here to my shop. And I continued it out. I'm going to build one up to Addie's shop here. I continued it out around and up around to connect to this here. The Nothing shop of Nothing used to be right here. But that's gone. And I know, mainly I put this road in because I wanted to build right here, and we're going to be building here today. But Cluster had talked about in one of his videos how he wanted to bring the road out from this point out to Yeti's place. And I wanted to build right here. So I figured I'd put the road in. I brought it along, and I got a straight shot here now to Yeti's bridge. So I think that works out pretty well. There's Sandra. She's running around doing some fun stuff here at spawn, I guess. But yeah, so I put this nice road in. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty much just follows the same design as everybody else, or as the other roads that were in spawn, so that works out. But yeah, so we're going to be doing another little community build here today. I talked about maybe like death games or something. Here we go. Doing something like that the last episode. They can't get out of there anyway. Not last episode, but I guess the shop episode we talked about community stuff. So I did the prank, getting started on that kind of stuff, which is awesome. everyone seemed to kind of really enjoy that. It was a simple little thing, but people enjoyed seeing the tortoise jockey there. So had a lot of fun with that. And now we're going to be building the Death Games building for this server. So got a bunch of stuff here. And we're going to do the redstone here. And it's not a... I've made some tweaks. I found a guy, Cobalt5, and I'll put the link to his tutorial in the description. But he had made some tweaks on Etho's item randomizer for Death Games, and then I've made some tweaks to his design. And I'm sure that this is out there somewhere, so I'm not like gonna say that this is some revolutionary thing. But I made some tweaks to his design, so I worked off his tutorial, but I think I've made some improvements, at least for our purposes. So let's jump in here. The way this works is it uses a daylight sensor tick. So we've got a dropper here, and it's going to have... We'll put a piece of dirt in there. It's got a junk block. And then I put a hopper here. Alright. And then I've got a comparator and a repeater. So what this does, just in basic terms, is it creates a pulse. So when daylight comes, this will activate. It'll shoot this item into this hopper, which will be read by this comparator, which will create a quick pulse that we can power other things with. And that'll happen once a day. So it's not a super frequent thing. We don't really want this to be changing that frequently. And so that will come in. This repeater's here basically just to extend the pulse. Let me grab the redstone here. So what we're doing with this is, I doubt I can force this, but this will tick. It'll go through here, power this, which will power these, which will shut off these torches. Okay, and if the rain ever stops, we may get a chance to see that in action. But so basically, that's what happens here. Then that pulses, which turns off these torches, and then from there, let's see if I... Oop, not doing that yet. We've got a series of other droppers here. Let's see. I need the dirt out really quick because I've got to get some other stuff in position. So there's dirt there. Well, there's not dirt there. That's going to be a hopper. But for now, dirt. Chest there, which is where things are going to be. This one goes... This dropper shoots into this dropper, which shoots into that dropper. Alright, and then this one feeds into the chest. So it feeds into a hopper, which feeds into that chest. And then right under here is going to be a hopper that feeds into this. So we've got a big loop here. Items will go out of this chest, into this dropper, into this dropper, into this dropper, into this hopper, back into the chest. And so that is essentially all we've really got. So let's, we've got to do, so one thing that Ethos got for the Minecraft server for their Death Games is that, like, this chest, if you come up and your name is in the chest, and I've got some different colored wolves, we're going to test this out. If your name's in the chest, he's got a reset button so you can take your name out. So you don't have to just sit there and wait for somebody to come kill you. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a reset button, and this is mainly where I deviate from Cobalt5's design. In his design, he's got a block here, and these kind of feed through. This pulse feeds into this feeds into the block, which then feeds back through here. But on his reset, it only resets this, so it'll allow. Because this torch is here, it won't allow this hopper to anything to move through this hopper. This hopper is locked right now. So all his would do was it would allow this to turn off, which would allow the item to come out of there, but this chest would stay empty. And so what mine does is going to put a piston there and a redstone block there. And then from that, whoop, fallen in a hole. We are no good at parkour here on Tortoise the Gray Gaming. So for now, we'll throw a piece of cobble here and a button. And I'm going to throw these different colored wools in here just so I can kind of show you how this works. So I'm going to press this a couple of times just to kind of clear it. So we've got one wool in here. We've got yellow. So ideally, the day will lapse, we'll get a pulse, and so every morning or whatever, there'll be a new name in the chest. If we want to clear it though, what we do is we press that button. So let's press it real quick, and I'll show you guys how that works. Boop. All right. So we had yellow, now it's red. Now we have yellow, and it's completely random, so it doesn't go in any kind of order. So you may get, you know, red, yellow, red, orange. I mean, so now we've got black. So what we're doing, we press this button. As you can see, the piston shoots down with the redstone block, which powers this quickly, which turns off these torches and allows it to do the same thing it would do if it was getting the tick from here. So that's essentially all the redstone that's going into this build. I'm going to now start putting the facade on it, clean this stuff up. Going to still try and keep this episode a little bit shorter, but that's essentially the redstone necessary for the death games here. It's very simple. I like more simplistic redstone because I'm not a huge redstone person, so I like when I can get something that's got just a handful of pieces and it works the way it's supposed to. But I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit, going to get the build going, and I will catch back up with you guys here in a couple minutes. See you guys in a second. Alrighty guys, well, I'm putting the finishing touches on, let's see, there we go, putting the finishing touches on the Death Games building here. Let me, what am I doing? I want the glowstone. Alright, so we're just about done here. Let me see, I need this and I need that. And we'll put some finer detail. Nope, oh gosh. Here we are. We're going to put some fine detail on it here. I'm going to put some birch in the corners here. I'm going to put the cobblestone fence in there. Very nice, very nice. So we've got the chest here with the reset button. So that works out. Green wool, red wool, so that still works. In this chest is where everyone's swords are going to be. We're going to do swords. That seems to be the typical Death Games thing. So I'm going to, it's a good item that doesn't stack. I'm going to make a bunch of stone and wood swords here for everybody on the server. And so I'll get this stocked with that. One thing I'm still trying to figure out, well, this is my stuff, but one thing I'm still trying to figure out is exactly what kind of armor to use, because people on this server use such a wide range of different kinds of armors that it's really kind of hard to do, like, so on Minecraft where they do this, you can pretty much, and actually, Conniva, I'm gonna, well, no, I can't steal that from you because I need flint too. Guys, I will be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I had to grab my flint and steel really quick. Sorry about that. So yeah, the build I think looks really, really nice. And you guys can let me know what you think as well. But it's the same kind of style we did in the last one. This Skyrim style. Very similar. Yeah, lots of little details and changes and things like that. But I want to work on the outside here. So let's see. We're gonna basically be. We don't need any of this stuff yet or anymore. We're basically gonna be. These light sensors will work through leaves, so I'm going to put some leaves down there, and this stuff will all be fairly easily concealed by using leaves as well. So I'm gonna put some leaves down, and we'll just kind of lay some stuff out here, just kind of randomly get some landscaping going. People here, they use the birch leaves a lot for this Skyrim stuff, so I didn't work as much of it into my other build, but I think I'm gonna use it here. And it doesn't do a perfect job of concealing this stuff, but it does well enough that I think it'll be good. So I'm just gonna lay out this stuff and get some leaves, and so again, it's not perfect, but I think that for the purposes of what we're trying to do here, it's gonna be good enough. So let's get some of this stuff down. No, that looks the same, but I don't know. So I'll play around with that a little bit, get some other stuff in here, just kind of see how that turns out. I'll play with the leaves more, but yeah. So we've got the leaves down. Let's see. So we've got this. I've got to clean this out, get the swords in here. I'm gonna type up some rules in a book, and we'll get that and the armor in here. Still, like I said, I was saying before, still gotta figure out exactly what kind of armor I'm gonna use. I think it's because, like, there's, as I was saying, it's not like a Minecraft where everyone's running around in full diamond armor with protection 4 on it. Like, most of the people on here, some people have full diamond armor, but most of the people on here, you know, I was hanging out with Cluster earlier, and he's got some diamond boots, but other than that, he's wearing gold. I saw Sirens the other day. He's wearing gold iron. I think he's just using, like I'm wearing, stuff from the skeleton farm that he's kind of combined and fixed and things like that. Because that's all I'm wearing. So I've got, you know, protection 3 on breaking 3, protection 4 on breaking 3, some projectile on protection. So I mean, this is just stuff I've kind of built from stuff from the Skelly farm. So there's people who are wearing bad stuff like me, and then there's people who are wearing full diamonds. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out, because I don't want the armor to be too overpowered, because you get the element of surprise, but I don't want it to be super weak either. So we'll figure that out, get all the weapons and everything built up for people to start playing here. But I want to do the final touch here. People were commenting when Yeti started building this out here that it looked like the old Death Games place. And so I figured that since the kind of flames and everything kind of gave it that look, I wanted this build to kind of have a similar aesthetic. So I've got this little, oh no, oh, I'm okay. Lit myself on fire there for a second, it looked like. So I've got this netherrack up here, and I've kind of built up the top into a big torch sort of thing. And so let's take a step back now that that's all on and everything. So it kind of builds up there into a big torch. I think I'm gonna have to see, because I built this build in creative, in peaceful, and I haven't built it in in hard yet. So we'll see if this place burns down. I think I've got enough stone around it that it won't get to the wood, but I'll see how that works out. But yeah, so here's the Death Games. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm looking forward to playing this with the guys on the server. If people get on and participate, I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the build. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. If you've got any ideas, if you guys watch the other Farsiders, or if you're a Farsider watching this and you've got ideas on the kind of armor and stuff that we should use here, the kind of weapons and enchantments that we want to see on it, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. As always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Have a good one.